Hi, friends. Welcome in. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and it's good to see you. And we're on to football. What day of the week is it? I never remember.
Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
It's Friday.
That means we are just 2 days away from real-life Cowboys football against the Eagles. Let's get set up for that. We got us some good news on that front. Trey Wingo joins us in about 15 minutes. It's a football party. Will I talk bad about Jerry? No way. Not today. Show starts. Meow. Everybody, welcome into today's DLLS Cowboys podcast. It is good to be with you on a Tuesday. It is good to be with you. And this week is a big week for us, our brothers at Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America. We're doing fundraising for them this month. This week is a big one. We need your help. There's a donate button. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that bad boy and donate all of your money to Big Brothers, Big Sisters, because if you're like me, that's just a way better decision than what you would do otherwise. You know?
What you?
Like help people in need or look up tomorrow morning and go, oh, wow, another $217 bar tab with mozzarella sticks. So donate to Big Brothers, Big Sisters. We need you this week, okay? We have lofty goals for helping people. We want you to be a part of it. Or
don't let Dallas down. Come on, guys.
Don't do it. It's game week. My name is Jeff. Next to former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holley.
Oh, Jesse Holley went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
Next to him is the greatest beat writer in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Clarence Hill. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I need a better opening drop, okay?
You complain about all your openings. Not one have you like, I like that.
We kind of was feeling the song a little bit. I mean,
we love the song.
We love the song.
We love
but we need people.
I have one I've been sitting on for Clarence.
You got
This is us at the Netflix premiere. Ted Sarandos shutting down Clarence, CEO of Netflix.
talk to you quickly about the show just for a second.
No, I'm not gonna do it press tonight.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, no problem.
Okay, no problem.
Start using that one.
All you can do is go for it.
You were a star. You were a star that night, though. I'm not gonna lie. You were a star.
Man, bring up my negativity.
I'm gonna dedicate my performance on today's show to Salma Hayek. Just wanted you guys to know that because it is her birthday. So happy birthday on that.
Not quite your thick, but Latina nonetheless.
It's thick to me.
All right.
You know.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Whatever works.
Anyway, hey, welcome to game week. It's football time. It's football time.
I thought we were still talking about Selma Hayek. She's beautiful.
No, we're done with that, and we're on to football time. It's football time in Texas.
Would you not rather focus on Selma Hayek than the Cowboys season?
I'd rather talk about David Mulugeta
Okay.
than Salma Hayek. That's where my mind is. Well, on our show, we are currently in a fight because I came in and just told Jesse, I was like, hey, got the first mock draft. Does the Cowboys have 2 first-round picks in next year's draft? And I was trying to tell him about the guy that the Cowboys were going to pick in the mock draft. And Clarence like, we need for the audience.
Yes.
We can't be that negative. And I'm like, I'm not being negative. I just want to talk about the mock draft. I'm not saying they're going to lose a bunch of games.
I'm working for you, fans. You guys do not want to be talking about the draft and team tank in September and October. You guys at least want to have hope through December. We didn't get that last year.
I told you, I only have jokes and just occasionally sprinkle in some names from the mock drafts early in the season.
It's been 30 days.
Until if the quarterback gets hurt, that changes. But as long as the quarterback is healthy and they are not 3 games under 500, you have my word. Pulling for the team.
It's been 30 damn years.
I'm pulling for the team.
What Jordan say about them kids and them picks?
I don't know.
I mean, we talking about them first round picks. What Jordan say about them picks and them kids?
I don't know.
We're not worried about them picks right now. Let's get some damn wins.
Okay, well then let's get some wins. And a guy who can help us get some of them wins is Trevon Diggs. Is he gonna play?
Diggs said yesterday he's 75 to 80% sure he's gonna play.
His words weird me out. Can I tell you that?
Yeah.
because there's been one consistent with Trevon Diggs and the words he says, which is, I will be back by week 4. So he'll be like, hey, I got a shot this week, but no later than week 4. And I'm like, man, that's a big gap. And now all of a sudden it's not only, but definitely by week 4, it's 75% for 2 days from now, but no doubt by week. Because when he kept ending it the same way, I'm like, okay, so he's playing week 3 or week 4. And now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this is real life. You might actually have 3 NFL corners on the field.
Just to win. I mean, he's been talking to me and Calvin pretty much consistently. And he.
Who does he talk to more? Who would you say he's closer to?
He's kind of mad at me right now because I posted something about somebody.
Yeah.
But anyway, we don't want to go down. We want to get back in trouble again. But anyway, no, he's talked to us consistently. And like yesterday, he didn't want to talk on camera, so we get him off the camera because his hair wasn't done, his braids wasn't done. He need to go to the barbershop. You know about those things, right?
I do. Yes,
we all do.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you were talking to Jesse.
Yeah, because he has the dreads and the flowing hair and stuff like locks. Yes, all
it's
of
also
that.
Cat Williams' birthday today. Polo tank.
But he has consistently said no later week because he wants to let know I'm going to be back in September. Don't put me on pup. Because I'll be ready to play in September. That's why the no later than week 4, because I'm going to be back early enough to not be put on pup.
That makes sense. And maybe in the back of his mind, the fact that the Cowboys had people thinking not September.
He said, no later than week 4, hopefully week 2 and week 3. But just talking to him last week and as he's getting back on the practice field, he's cleared healthy. They wanted to get him back so they can ramp him up, get him conditioned because that's why Britt hates this whole return to play stuff because these guys are not ready when they get cleared because they haven't had any practice, they haven't had any conditioning. So you want to get him on the practice field and see how he can practice with the team. He's practiced full the last 2 practices. He was on the injury report yesterday as a full participant in practice, okay? So not, partial, not just doing individuals. He did everything. So that's what gives him hope. He's doing scout team. So he's going against CD and he's going against Pickens, which allows him to cut and measure himself against top guys and not, the other scout or backup players. So feels good. He says, I'm confident. And obviously it's up to the trainers and the coaches as far as his conditioning, but that's why he feels confident and puts himself at 75 to 80% chance of playing on Thursday, which is good news for the Cowboys. You got Bland. If you get Diggs, you got Elam. All the negativity about not having Micah, you want your starting secondary on the field.
Don't mention Micah. I'm retired from Micah talk.
And
I retired from Micah talk.
And another football.
Segment 4.
We're not. We're never going to be retired from Micah talk.
I'm retired from Micah talk.
If the Mavs podcast ain't retired from Luka, we're not retired from Micah.
But people get mad at me.
They still talk about Luka. They still talk about Nico and Luka.
I can't handle people being mad at me. And so I don't want to talk Mike anymore.
Leave Nico alone when he's at the restaurant eating.
That was funny.
One of those restaurants, those Hooters type restaurants.
Yeah. What a horrible sense of awareness by Nico.
You just can't go out?
You can't go out?
Come on, man.
You go sit by the window?
Yeah.
Come on, dog. You got to be tucked away in the corner.
Anyway,
come on, dog.
Anyway, outside of that, we're going to talk about Mike until he turns blue because he's coming here in September. But
I'm retired.
Tyler Guyton, told me the other day that he feels good.
Are you moving on from Diggs?
I just
want to do a Diggs thing real quick.
Great.
I don't want a guy to play if he's not healthy. You don't want to set back, et cetera, et cetera. Obviously. If he's not ready to play, don't play the guy. This is a really hard matchup for the Cowboys. And so, spoiler alert, I might pick the defending Super Bowl champions to defeat the Cowboys. I might. I haven't decided yet. But, just the difference on a game day if he does or doesn't play, because I will remind everybody, we spent all of camp talking about guys who were chasing a roster spot to try to get on this football team. And one of them, if they made it, was going to start in the slot. And by the end of it, they let them all go and just snagged 2 dudes off waivers whose names most of the fan base does not know. And if Trevon Diggs doesn't go week 1, someone whose name you do not know is starting.
Well.
At least right now, because the corners on your team, if it's not
they have this
Diggs,
they have this thing about practice elevation.
And you're going to bring up, so it's Zion Childress instead of Reddy Stewart.
Yes, he could be elevated.
Trevon Diggs, please.
Okay, I'm just saying, though, they could elevate him.
Yes,
it could be a game that
15% of the Cowboys fan base would know his name, because at least he was in camp.
Right.
But it would be an undrafted free agent starting. So now we can go to Guyton. I just want to say, the difference between Diggs and no Diggs is, my God, different.
Right. And as you started off, I want to make a point. It's not a matter of health. He's clear. I mean,
it's a matter of ready and confident.
Yeah. So I'm just saying it's not like you said if he's not healthy. He's healthy.
Ready, confident, with zero chance that there could be a negative to him going out there.
Yeah. I just want to make it clear. He's healthy. They cleared him health-wise. It is about readiness and confidence and conditioning, main thing, because he has not done any football things,
right?
Since last January. I mean, January. Or actually, when he got hurt in November. He's not practiced with the team since November when he got hurt. So that's what it is. It's more about that. Tyler Guyton, he did some things with the first team yesterday. He did, obviously, he says he wants to go. It's going to be up to the team. Coach is talking right now. Hopefully, I told Ollie to send me to tweet out some quotes about the readiness and what Schottenheimer says about Guyton and Diggs playing. But Guyton says he wants to go. He also was practice full, no limitations in practice, which is a good sign.
Yeah, that is a good sign. I'm going to be overly sensitive and respond to a message. Jeff sounds like Skip. Are you a fan or not? From King Kong Dong. I want the Cowboys to win every game they play. If you want somebody who's going to pick them to go 17-0 no matter what and just tell you that they're the best team ever and every player is absolutely perfect, it will be a different program. Around here,
Will says Jeff is not a fan. Like talks Cowboys pool.
That is true. I have a pool fund. Still owe about 20. Is it 34? I forgot how much I owe on the pool, but I do owe on the pool. No, I'm gonna tell you what I think about the team. Jeff's gonna tell you what he thinks about the team. Clarence gonna tell you what he thinks about the team. If all you want is sunshine and rainbow,
without the place to come,
there are cartoons on TV,
and
those are good. Those will make you feel good.
And other people.
There are absolutely other people that cover the team that will tell you everyone is the best ever.
I'm trying to get a pool.
We're gonna just go ahead and settle in on what we think about the football team and not lie to you. How about that? I'm a journalist now. I'm cosplaying as a journalist.
Sir.
I'm not a journalist. There's not a journalism bone in my body. But
you do type well, though.
I do. I know my home row keys. Tyler Guyton would be great if he could play. That would be great. I do. Like, he's the guy that needed everything that he didn't get this offseason more than anyone, with the way that he performed last year and admitted. I don't want him rushed out there either.
Right.
I'd probably be just as confident in the play of Nate Thomas out there. But regardless, if this team is going to go where it wants to go in terms of, and I would say where it wants to go is contending for a playoff spot. If that's going to be the case, somebody's going to have to play at least decent to good at left tackle. And I don't know if that'll be Guyton. But yeah, there's a lot riding on getting someone out there to do that. And as a first-round pick going into year 2, it would be nice to have him. So I hope that he is ready to go. It'd be lovely.
7th-round pick who was never expected to do anything over your first-round pick who you have high hopes for but hasn't practiced in a month.
Yeah, I think, yeah, if you just said, if Nate Thomas plays, how do you think he'll do? If Tyler Guyton plays, how do you think he'll do? And you made me like a PFF it, like guess 1 through 100. I'd be like, I bet Nate Thomas will give us a 60. I bet Guyton will give us a 54. But I get it. Like the first round pick, you want him out there because you think that there's more that he can build to. So let's get him out there. But no, I think that hurts a lot, dude. A guy who struggled so much as a rookie and got nothing in terms of preseason and camp because of injury, that hurts. And I think you'll see it when he's out there on the field. Like you're gonna have to go through some stuff. And we just hope that going through some stuff is leading to something that's good.
Somebody said I had them 8-2 through the first 10 games. I don't remember having them 8-2 first 10 games.
That sounds about right.
Well, we didn't know they were going.
But you know what? I'm going to do we need to predict the schedule one more time because things have changed.
Okay, we can do it.
At some point, we need to predict the schedule.
We can do it.
A game by game before the season starts.
I predicted their record this morning. I won't tell you what I said though, because we have to do it on the schedule.
Game by game.
I have to do it game by game.
Just quickly, have they conceded that Javonte Williams is their starting running back going into week 1?
Apparently. What is that, a victory for North Carolina? Because they didn't get one last night. Bam, boom. Can I get a drum roll?
How'd Texas do?
Oh, Oh, how did Abilene Christian do?
We lost to Tulsa 35-7. But I had to look it up this morning because I don't care
In
as
the words
much.
of Emmitt Smith, we didn't get blowed out.
Coming up next, the great Trey Wingo joins the show. We are talking Dallas Cowboys and probably some Jerry Jones mixed in there with Trey Wingo. It's next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
And the NFL season opens up just 2 days from now. And if you want to find good tickets, then you need to head over to Game Time right now. Please download the app. This is how you get it done. You download the app. We want to save you money as well because if you're going to Cowboy games, it's going to cost you $1. So you download the Game Time app. You use the promo code DLLS and you save $20 off your first purchase. Now, they have this thing where they call it the zone selection, where you can go out and you can just pick the zone that you want to sit in, the seat that you want to sit in, and they give you the best prices. Are you looking for tickets to NFL football games for $100? Then you need to download the Game Time app because they're going to get you right, set, and ready to go to all your favorite NFL games. And maybe NFL is not your thing. The baseball season is still alive. Basketball season will be here in October. You want to see a play, a comedy show, or anything like that, then you have to head on over to Game Time to download the app, use the promo code DLLS, and make sure that you use the promo code. Pay $20 off your first purchase. What time is it?
Game time. Great job.
Yeah.
Shout out to our friends at Mack Weldon. Whether you're going to the gym or you have a night out, a summer adventure, whatever it is, you want clothes that feel comfortable no matter where you are, our friends at Mack Weldon got you taken care of. Use code DLLS, you get 25% off, and it's breathable. Helps you keep you cool, comfy, stylish, perfect for the summer. Their new tech linen line combines. I love the tech tees, and I do love linen. Combines the easy charm of classic linen with Cool Max technology. That's our friends at Mack Weldon. You're trying to look good, you're trying to feel good, all those different things. Mack Weldon's got you squared away. Their clothes are designed to fit your style and the demands of modern life. They look like regular clothes, but they feel like the very latest in your modern comfort. So head on over there, MackWeldon.com. Use the promo code DLLS, and you will get 25% off. All right, I'm double laptopping, but I'm going to get rid of this one now. Back to John.
Look at you.
Well, I had to find some copy points. They weren't in here. They weren't. Just weren't.
Look at you.
Did you have Mack Weldon? You did? You had some Mack Weldons there? Oh, I'm sorry about that.
We got to guess.
Anyway, let's stop. Yeah, let's stop keeping royalty waiting. And say hello to our dear friend, the finest sports broadcaster in the history of sports broadcast. Clearly incredibly comfortable with compliments. We say hello to Trey Wingo on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Hi, Trey.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
We're just kicking butt and taking names. And so what Trey's got going on is the launching of a new podcast, Straight Facts Homie. And so what we do on Straight Facts Homie.
Not to be confused
with
Straight Cash, homie.
No, not Straight Cash Homie, but Straight Facts
That's
Homie.
literally where we took the name from. So,
I don't believe you for a
those
minute.
that don't know, Randy Moss was fined $50,000 and he was being filmed as he got into his truck. Is he going to write a check? He goes, hell no, straight cash, homie.
Straight Cash, homie.
So you now have you got you a YouTube page, and you're just you're a YouTuber, Trey. Welcome to the party. Isn't it fun?
Yeah, I had that YouTube page for about 5 or 6 years. So yeah, things are going well.
So is this the Straight Facts Homie? That's a new venture or portion of that page, a new series, a new.
Yes, it's a new series we launched this year with a couple of people, and the idea is just to give people, this crazy thing called information. This day and age, everybody wants. What was the Denzel Washington quote a couple of days ago? Everybody's an opinionaire out there, right?
Yes.
He said,
Everyone's
"King
an
Kong
opinionaire.
ain't got nothing on me."
He said, I'm going to leave with something.
Like you can have all the opinions you want, right? But we're going to deal with the facts, and you can decide whether or not you want to believe them or not. And that's sort of the way we're doing this. And so we have a lot of things going on. We just did an episode with Tom Telesco, the longtime GM of the Chargers, and then spent a horrific year with the Raiders, as most people tend to do. Yeah. And then we also had Brandel Chambly on talking about the Ryder Cup. We've had we previewed it with the NFL season with Mark Schlereth. We got Damien Woody coming up this week. So we're just excited about letting people know about what's going on and what's real and what isn't real.
And when it comes to what's real and what isn't real, you're going to do a Straight Facts Homie on a member of the Dallas Cowboys.
I might do it on that shirt, actually.
This one?
Yeah.
It's a good
Basic.
shirt.
It's just basic. I love it. No flash. Just like
No, yeah.
let's be about the work, bro.
That's
wearing a white t-shirt says I'm just about the work.
That's right, but it's got the comfortable feel. It's not the standard t-shirt.
Correct.
It's like a tech tee, you know?
It's probably Mac Weldon.
Yes.
Hey, there
look
you
at
go.
that. There's a man
There
who
you
knows
go.
his business.
That's a professional right
That's a
there.
man who knows his business.
But
Go
no, I was going to say, Trey, we have a thing on our show since you're talking about teas, right?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a very fun show, right? This is the fella show. So we have a thing about our show. Yeah, this is we have a thing about our show. And we ask all our guests this, and you are the guest today. And the shirt that you have on lends to ask about this. So underneath, is that a quarter zip or is that always zip down?
It's a quarter zip with a hoodie.
So
How
we,
about that?
I like that.
So we need to know, are you dogging under your quarter zip?
Underneath.
Oh, okay.
No.
You're a good man.
That's
You're a good man, Trey.
That's an athletic
Trey,
fit. He didn't
you're,
have to do
Trey,
that.
you're a
What do you
good man.
think? What do you think, Jesse? What do you think? I'm fourth and long here.
No,
What do you
listen,
think?
Trey, you are a good man.
Look at
You are a good man
This
because I am team no dogging under the shirt. And so I had to make sure that you were on that same
Trey,
team. We're on a great team.
we say fourth and gone around here. I just want to. We say fourth and gone. Fourth and gone around here.
Oh, good.
Baylor,
Fourth and
Baylor,
whatever makes Jesse happy.
Yeah, we try to
Thank
make
you.
him. Baylor grad. You're from Connecticut. You went to school with. How'd you get to Baylor? First of all.
Well, my whole family's from Texas. My mom's from Texarkana. My dad grew up in a little town, Gonzales. I was born in Gonzales.
I know Gonzales well.
Yeah, grew up in San Antonio. I
Yeah.
have cousins all over the Dallas-Fort Worth, aunts, uncles all over the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Marshall. So my whole lineage is from Texas, and everybody in my family went to Baylor. And even though my dad moved up here for work, when I was born, we always went back to Texas. So I have strong Texas roots, especially in the DFW area.
So I would say that with those roots, most of your family are Cowboy fans.
Yeah, well, they were. I think there's a lot of apathy. There's a lot of apathy these days.
So straight facts, right?
Yeah.
Give me the straight chase. What are you thinking about how Jerry Jones is running his Cowboys, and certainly how he's handled the Micah Parsons situation?
Well, I think you have to look at Jerry through a dual lens. Let's start with the owner lens. He's an amazing owner. He has elevated the Cowboys in the national purview without winning, which is kind of remarkable. You know, when the Lakers sold for $10 billion, I guarantee you Jerry thought his team was worth at least $15 billion because he also owns the stadium. Like, oh, by the way, all these millionaires, multi-hundred millionaires that are getting public financing, look at what Jerry did. He built that stadium himself, and now he's made a fortune, and he's going to make a fortune because of it. So while you want the taxpayer money for the easy early payoff, in the long run, if you want to make a fortune, build that damn stadium yourself. And then when you sell it, you own that as well as the team, and you're going to make just gobs of money. Jerry has raised the profile of the NFL. Jerry has made every NFL owner richer by that lawsuit where we had, the 32 teams all split the pizza money or the soda money or the shoe money. But Jerry said, that's great, but then we need to do our own separate deals. When he put in Nike and Pepsi and brought in a different pizza, and they finally agreed that was the right way to go. Jerry has raised the profile of the NFL. He's made every NFL owner richer. He's made the NFL a more popular product by not winning. And that's a remarkable thing. And when I say not winning, I understand that they've won three straight 12-win seasons before last year, 7-10. They've gone 30 years without winning a divisional playoff game. 30 years. There is not a general manager anywhere in any sport that would have lasted 1/3 that long if the general manager just didn't also happen to be the owner. And that's where Jerry comes up woefully short. He is terrible at constructing a team. And so I know Jeff doesn't want to talk about it, Micah Parsons is an example of how Jerry doesn't understand the construct of the team. And when he says, well, we're going to be better against the run. Well, Bill Barnwell, a longtime friend of mine and does a great job for ESPN, put out that when Micah Parsons was on the field, the Dallas Cowboys had the best EPA defensively in the NFL over the last 4 years. And that's expected points added. In other words, they were better than any other team in shutting down the points when Micah Parsons was on the field. When he was off the field, and this is a span of over 1,000 plays, they had the second worst defense, EPA, expected points added. So if you're going to sit there and try and sell me a boatload of crap in a box that Micah Parsons leaving is going to make the run defense better, I'm telling you, you don't know what you're talking about, because all the statistics show that when Micah Parsons is on the field, Cowboys have one of the best defenses in football over the last few years. When he's not on the field, they fall apart. So you're not trading away Micah Parsons just to get better at the run. If you want to be better at the run, maybe you don't draft Mozzie Smith in the first round.
Oh,
Kid can't play.
Amen. Okay? Praise the Lord.
And maybe in 2017 at 28, you don't take Taco Charlton when TJ Watt is still on the board and the Steelers wrapped him up at 30. So look, the Cowboys and Will McClay have had some great draft picks. I want to be clear about that, especially on the offensive line. But that's just part of the situation. Then it becomes, what do you wrap around those successful picks, like a Micah Parsons, and help make the team better? And this is where Jerry and the front office have come up woefully short for 30 frickin' years. Those are straight facts.
I know they are.
Preach
I know
on,
they
preach
are.
Look, when I was at ESPN, we had Jerry Jones up for what's called a town hall meeting, where big names in sports come in and talk to the employees, and anybody can go and listen. And this was in like 2012, maybe somewhere around there. And I was there, and I said, Jerry, I took my dad to all 3 Cowboys Super Bowls in the 90s, but it's been a long time. What can you tell us to give us hope? And he looked me in the eye and he said, in the way he does, when they tried that homespun story about the kid asking mama for candy and she said no. Daddy said yes. And Dad says it's okay. I mean, he's a great storyteller, don't get me wrong.
And I bet he honeyed you here. Let's see.
We have used up all that. He said, we have used up all that goodwill from those Super Bowls. That was 15 years ago. We're still waiting for something to happen.
Trey, how do you feel about, Jerry Jones running this team and the coach that he's hired? Now you have Brian Schottenheimer coming in, running the show here for the Cowboys. Is Brian Schottenheimer someone you look at and say, you know what, this is someone who can overcome the hurdles that Jerry Jones sets forth for anybody in this organization? Or is he just another one of the guys that Jerry handpicked to be kind of his yes men for the next couple years?
Well, I have to answer that in 2 ways, if I'm being honest. First of all, I have a lot of respect for Brian, and let me tell you why. When Brian was an assistant coach on the Jets, he took one of his few days off before training camp began and came up to Bristol, Connecticut, and sat with us for a full day to watch us put together NFL Live, from our production meeting to how we went through the day, getting everything ready for the show, and doing the show. He sat in the studio and watched it because he wanted to see, hey, okay, I know what I do for a living, and I know how I get my players ready to play. I want to see how you guys prepare. So I always thought that was very cool that he did that, and I respected him for doing that. That being said, as my good friend Mark Schlereth likes to say, it's one thing to hire a coach. It's another to empower a coach. And there have only been 2 coaches in the Jerry Jones tenure that have been fully empowered, and that was Jimmy Johnson and Bill Parcells. Everybody else is basically a guy who Jerry picks, knowing full well that when push comes to shove, he can do whatever he wants. Players know this when they play for Jerry. If they have an issue, a lot of times they go to the head coach. They go to Jerry, which basically totally neuters the head coach. You've taken him out of the command of power and how things should run. So I want the best for Brian. I do believe he's an intelligent, insightful coach who's waited a long time for this opportunity. I just have no idea if he's going to be given the power to actually do the things that he wants to do.
Trey Wingo, you're one of the finest sports broadcasters of all time. Interviewer, orator, point maker, absolutely incredible, and really happy that you were able to join us. And Trey Wingo, make sure you're following him on YouTube. Straight Facts Homie is the new episodes that he's doing. There is one on Jerry Jones that dropped 4 days ago that you can find. Is there anything else that you would like to promote to the people?
No. Oh, by the way, I got this hoodie in the Johnny O in Dallas, so I just want you to know that. That was important. So this is a Dallas-based product right here. Yeah, just check us out on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Straight Facts Homie. We just dropped another one with Tom Telesco, the Chargers GM, this morning. And we got one coming up with Damian Woody to get you ready for the start of the season, coming and dropping either Friday or Saturday. So check it out and link, subscribe, all those fun things that, us YouTubers do.
Us YouTubers, yes. Thank you. Trey Wingo, you're a beast.
Thanks, Trey.
Thank you,
Appreciate
man.
you, brother.
Appreciate
You got it, guys. Take care. Take care.
All right, there goes Trey Wingo on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. And coming up next, it's time for an episode of KBBU, No Ball Better University.
Class is in session, baby.
Before we leave, can I just
We're trying to
make a point of reference?
we're cruising into some energy.
All right.
We had energy
I'm
going.
back.
What's up, Clarence? No, go
Point
ahead.
of reference.
No, now go ahead.
Jerry didn't totally build a stadium by himself. Arlington paid half of that stadium, and then he got all. He
Are
gets
you
all
taking
the
shots at
proceeds.
Trey Wingo?
I'm just saying.
You saying Trey Wingo ain't straight facts?
You saying that was straight half fact,
You
homie?
straight 50-50 facts,
A
homie?
50-50
You
opinion.
get your local news about your local team from your local people,
Oh, I just want
not
to say I
the
love Trey
national
Wingo.
narratives
We like Trey.
that national people. We love Trey.
When
love
my
him.
friend who helps him
Baylor
with,
guy,
with
my
his
brother,
podcast
I
reached out
love-
to me. It was like, Trey wants to come on your platforms. I was like, Trey Wingo? It was like a career moment. I was like, normally I don't even think about stuff like that. The next morning I woke up, I was like, Trey Wingo wants to talk to me?
I love Trey Baylor. I love local kid. Got a local angle. I always push that. I'm
I
just
ain't
saying
gonna come
that
back the way you just
Jerry
He ain't coming back for sure.
got
Damn sure
half
ain't
his
coming back.
money from Arlington, but Jerry gets
coming back.
all the proceeds.
He ain't coming back for sure. Coming up next, another episode of KBBU.
No ball better, baby.
No Ball Better University. Tape breakdowns with your boy,
Oh, busted.
Jesse Holley. It's next on the DLS Cowboys podcast. Shout out to our friends at Big Brother, Big Sisters of America. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America. Let me not confuse plurals and singulars like Jerry likes to do with Micah. Michael Parsons, Michael. Shout out to our friends at Big Brothers, Big Sisters. We have raised $145 during this show.
All right.
$145 during this show. Is that right, John? During this show?
Let's get all right. Let's
go.
clap that up. Let's
How
clap
much we
that up.
need?
I mean,
What
I
day?
think we could do $750 during the show. I think we can.
750.
I think we can do $750 during the
Okay.
show because it's like,
$750.
it's one thing to fire in $50 to watch us front twerk, but it's another thing to know that it's going to an organization. Like
That's true.
If you send me money, you bought Fireball with Big Brothers Big Sisters. Like, you are helping make an investment and bettering people's lives who could really use it.
Right.
So,
Because I'm only going to buy crab legs.
you going what?
Buy crab legs.
Right. He's going to buy crab legs, and I'm going to go with him for the crab legs, but I'm going to get shrimp, and then I'm going to order Fireball. So that,
How can I go?
you could go.
I mean, y'all already going to get your own thing.
You
Y'all
can
ain't
go,
invite
everybody.
me at all.
Look, we could
I
go.
want to go and help the kids.
We could go to the Boiling Crab, and we
Okay.
can each get a sack of whatever we want.
Yes.
You can get a glass of brown.
Y'all want to get a glass of brown? But
I'll have a cold beer.
I'm going to visit the spring and get some crawfish.
Right. But
I'm
we
get
can
crab
do that
legs
on our
too.
own.
Yes.
I'm a wealthy housewife. People who could use the help, people who need the help, Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America. There is a donate button during this entire show. And so if you could hit that, we're going to be doing that all this week. We do want to help out those who could use it. And if you can help us do that, it would mean a lot to us. There are people on this show who do a lot with Big Brothers, Big Sisters. And that one. And if you could help out, we would appreciate you. And maybe we could buy the Cowboys from Jerry and sign a free agent. Maybe. It's the DLS Cowboys podcast, and we are getting ready.
Yes.
We are getting ready. It is Cowboy Eagles week. We are 2 days away from the open of the regular season, where if the Cowboys smack the Eagles,
Smack them.
it will change the way.
Ooh.
It'll change the way I feel about
Me too.
everything.
Ooh.
It'll change the way a lot of people feel if they find a way to win this football game. If they don't, we'll see how. And that'll determine a lot too.
If they beat the Eagles at post-game press conference with Jerry Jones, he will be strutting like a peacock running
I
down
told you
there.
that Michael couldn't play.
Oh,
Y'all
my.
see Kenny.
Oh,
Kenny was out
Kenny
there.
got him.
Kenny got after it.
Wouldn't it be great? Opening drive, they go tush push, and Kenny Clark stuffs it.
Oh my God.
But Jerry
jump
will
out
be
the
ripping
window.
his shirt off.
Yeah, he
in the
jumped out.
booth.
He jumped out the booth.
It'll be incredible. But anyway, as we get ready, we are blessed. We are blessed and highly favored
Come on, Lord.
with a former NFL player sitting to my right. Your
TV
know how
left.
those work. Who's going to bless us with some No Ball Better University, the KBBU, to get you ready for football.
Let's go, baby. Class is now in session. The good students, please sit to the front. Those of you who are going to be annoyance, just leave out of the classroom. That's what you said all the time, in the back of the classroom. I absolutely get it. All right, man, the Cowboys are taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, and while there are many matches that we will look at in this game, none bigger, none better than what? The quarterback, Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, the $60 million man. If there is one entity that gives Dak Prescott a little bit of trouble in his NFL career, it has been one Vic Fangio.
I know it ain't Jalen Hurts. Dak's 2-1 against Hurts. 67% chance the boys win this game.
Vic Fangio is the defensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles. And one of the things that when you're looking at how this thing all comes about, that Vic Fangio uses against Dak Prescott doesn't break his tendencies of how he likes to run zones. It's like what type of zone that he uses against Dak Prescott. And we're going to look at the cover 6 zone. Cover 6 zone, look right here. Just think about this. 6, the number 6. Well, what does that mean, Jesse? It means half the field will be in cover 4. The other half will be in cover 2. You see your screen, the right side of the screen, that's cover 4. The left side of the screen is cover 2. This makes cover 6 defense. This is what Vic Fangio likes to use a lot of the time versus Dak Prescott. Let's look at it. All right, so when you look at this thing right here, as you can tell, Vic Fangio, he is a zone-based defensive coordinator. But when you look at what he does on a normal basis in cover 6, 19% of the time, he uses cover 6 for everyone else in the league. Oh, but against Dak Prescott, that jumps to a staggering 31% of the time. Vic Fangio is using cover 6 zone defense against Dak Prescott. Part of the reason why this is happening is because he's making Dak Prescott have to sift through a bunch of different defenders. Now this, when you look at this thing on tape and how we break this down, part of what makes cover 6 a successful defense is you got to be able to get pressure up front with the front 4 dudes. Let's pull up the tape here, John. All right, so when we look at this coverage right here, this is Vic Fangio when he was with the Miami Dolphins. When you look right here, right? So we're going to have cover 6 defense. The important thing about cover 6 defense is you have to be able, for it to be successful on the back end, to create pressure with your front 4 people. Here's where we're going to have it. The bottom of the screen right here, you're going to have the cover 2 portion of cover 6. You're going to see that safety. He's going to have that cover 2 hash. Jalen Ramsey at the bottom. He's going to have that flat. You're going to see that linebacker push over. So these are all the zones that they're looking at where these guys are at. Now, when you look at this up front, now, most of the guys up front, you see Dak Prescott. He's standing there. It's a clean pocket. But look at where he has to throw in these windows. There's nobody open. There's nobody open at this particular time.
Chuck this thing down the left sideline 900 yards. We got a chance now.
You might have a chance, but again, you have to understand where it's a steal shot. So we don't quite know where his eyes are at this particular time. The pocket looks clean for Dak Prescott, and these are the windows that he has to be able to throw into. It's a lot of people that he has to be able to sift through and work through at that particular time. Now, when you go to the next clip, you'll see one of the things that Vic Fangio likes to do when you start really watching this in full motion is with his front 4, he's going to use a lot of the tackle in stunts, meaning his defensive end stunts, TE stunts, the stunts. Your defensive end, which is Chubb in this one, he's going to smash down. The D tackle is going to wrap around. What they want to do is they're trying to push Dak Prescott out of that pocket to his left. Dak is a right-handed quarterback. Mm-hmm. I want to push him out to his left. Why does that matter, Jesse? Well, first and foremost is most right-handed quarterbacks don't like throwing the ball down the field, rolling to their left. Not that they can't.
It's harder to generate twerk.
Correct. You got to stop, twist your hips around, and if you don't have a powerful arm, say an Aaron Rodgers or a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes, that sometimes can be an issue. Also, and that is, if he is rolling right, guess what he no longer has vision of anymore? If he's rolling left, he doesn't have vision of the right side of the field anymore. So you've cut the field down to make him have to now throw into an area that has a lot of it covered. And as you can see right here, everything worked to perfection for Vic Fangio in this defense, in this cover 6 defense. They got the pressure that they needed and won it up front by their front 4 down linemen. On the back end, everybody's in their zone, eyes to the quarterback. They're watching where the quarterback is going. Linebackers are spying on the quarterback, moving as he moves. When his eyes move, they shift in their move. And the one thing that could probably help Dak Prescott when you start talking about coaching, offensive coordinators is you can now start calling more plays. If you know that you're going up against a defensive coordinator that's going to play a lot of cover 6, I now have to have more cover 6 zone beating type play calling. That has to be incorporated into the game plan for the Cowboys this week against the Philadelphia Eagles. You already know what you have up front with Jalen Carter, and you have it Jordan Davis and all those guys up front. They're going to be able to create some pressure. We talked about it earlier in our show. Tyler Guyton is coming back playing left tackle this week, who hasn't played in a while. Tyler Booker, welcome to the National Football League. He has 28 preseason snaps. We don't really quite know what he's going to be at that right guard position against this front. So when you go back and you look where it is about cover 6 for Dak Prescott when he took on the Miami Dolphins, 13 drop back, 10 attempts, 7 completions, right? The completion percentage goes down when Dak has to throw and cover 6 defenses. There's more defenders. 4 guys rushing, 7 guys are in coverage. Those windows that you thought you have open and close very quick in the cover 6 defense. Brian Schottenheimer can help Dak Prescott out by giving him better routes for his receivers to run against a cover 6 zone. Dak Prescott can be quicker and more decisive with his with his decision making. Adding George Pickens to the mix definitely helps you out because you have really 2 really good receivers. Because George Pickens, sometimes even when he's covered, he's open, and we know what CeeDee Lamb is going to be. It's going to be an incredible matchup to watch this week. Dak Prescott versus Vic Fangio and that cover 6 zone defense of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's going to be, I think, the biggest determining factor in the passing game for the Cowboys. Are the Cowboys able to work through 7 dudes dropping in the coverage? It's one coverage where Dak Prescott has struggled in his time as a starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Vic Fangio sometimes has his number. Here's a great chance for him to change the odds on that.
You know, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. Everybody say thank you to Jesse for KBBU.
Learn something, ball better.
What route concepts beat the cover 6? Now I'm just going to give you one because it's the only play you should ever run in football. Okay?
4 verts.
4 verts.
4 verts, baby.
Cover 6 means 2 deep on one side, 1 deep on the other. You
And
put that safety, you ran out of deeps, baby.
You put that safety in a bind.
You run that 4 dude up there.
You lift that coverage right there. You put that cover 4 safety in a bind and make him have to do something. Now, y'all get the ball away.
I'm glad you used the Miami tape. Because to me, that was Dak's MVP game. That was Dak's MVP game.
Oh, if he would have tore it up that game?
He did tear it up that game.
He did tear it up that game?
He did tear it up that game. That's what's crazy about, and this is an accurate narrative. He has struggled numbers-wise going back to Denver against Fangio. That game, 20 of 32, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked 4 times, passer rating 107.9. He rushed 5 times for 25 yards, 25 yards attempt. He led them down the field against that Fangio defense in the final 2 minutes. Threw a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks against the great Jalen Ramsey in his prime.
Oh, did we fart and fall down after that?
The defense gave up a drive on the next. So, and that's also the game where Pollard didn't use his
score.
Didn't score.
And then he fumbled at the goal line. Different game. Dak did. That was his MVP. The year he finished second. He wins that game at Miami with all the narratives about not winning on the road, not beating good teams. He lead them down the field and win that game. MVP. I think he wins the MVP that year. He finishes second. But my point is, he's had success, but they has not won.
Right.
That's my only point. He has had success. Now you bring Pickens with this team and talked to Dak yesterday, and he's excited. He acknowledges that Fangio has had success against him. He readily acknowledges that. But we were messing with. I was telling him about shot. He said, how it's
lay better night.
We had better night, and when we want to run the ball, but it's hard not to want to throw the ball. And say I feel the same way. It's hard not to throw the ball. But he says if we run the ball. He talked about Kellen Moore liking McCarthy wanted 50 run passes. And Kellen Moore was like, what if the screen is the same thing? And it's like, you're getting the same yardage. It's like a run game. The short passing game is like the run game. And but he wants run the ball, then you set up the play action game. So they're going to be stubbornly trying to run the ball to hopefully set up the play action game for those big plays. But yes, he is enticed by the thought of throwing the ball to Pickens, Turpin, Lamb, Ferguson.
You know what I love about us, about our synergy?
That we are awesome.
We are awesome, but we have great synergy because when John and I, who was our producer, was going through this, we talk about the time left, like how much time left would we have? We got through it, and then John goes, well, leave a little bit of room at the end because you're showing the Miami tape. He's like, Clarence is going to come in and say, da, 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 da. I swear. John says,
put the swords up, John.
So John.
That's very accurate. So because I brought up this game last week, and Clarence was like, why do we got to show tape? I was there. I know what happened.
Yeah, he's like, I was there. No, he's like, so I was like, this is up time. He's like, leave a little bit at the end, like, because Clarence is going to come in and say, well, Miami, blah, blah, blah. And right on cue. I looked it up. I know. You were just, I know. I was like, wow. I was like, we are just so aligned. We know each other so well.
Yeah, but we just give. Yeah.
No. It's
you're
great.
Right. The narrative's right.
It is great. I'm announcing the fact that we are all in line and we know each other so well. Like our work relationship is amazing.
By the way, Dak should have been the league MVP 2 years ago, just by the numbers. And then the league wouldn't have had to force feed a Josh Allen MVP last year when Lamar was literally twice as good.
Yeah.
Like outthrew him by 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns, outran him by 1 million. And it was just like, but we got to give one to somebody else. It can't always be Lamar's. Well, if you gave it to the right guy 2 years ago, you could have gave it to the right guy last year.
And I like to talk about this fourth verse because you look at that play, and if Gallup would have run a vert, he'd have been open. But he did a comeback.
Always, and that runs into
the zone. He did a comeback, Jelly. If you throw the receiver there, he don't turn around. He did a comeback, like he's open.
Forwards. See, if Gallup, he's going down the slot.
But he's stopping doing the comeback. So Dak knows he's doing the comeback, so you can't throw the vert.
See, 4 verts always.
He's throwing the vert. It's open.
If anybody asks you the best play in football, the answer is 4 verts, unless you're willing to go 5 verts. If you're willing to go 5, that's even better. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, we do have that one storyline continues to roll on, but I'm not going to let Clarence talk about it because I'm retired from Micah talk next. All right, we are looking for your donations this week. That's right, we're begging for money, but in this case, it's not just for us or for a corporation. In this case, it is for a incredible charity, which is Big Brothers Big Sisters, our partner. And what they do is they help connect young people who could use it with a mentor who can help change their life. And if you could contribute to that in any way today, we sure would appreciate it. We're at $160. We're not going to get my $750 today, but I bet we can get $200.
Let's get $200.
Can I find $40? Can I find $40?
$40. Who got $40? Somebody got $40. Somebody got a hot $40. I know somebody got a hot $40.
And I will tell you, if we don't get the $40, I'm covering the $40. Okay.
Ooh,
and if we get the $40, I'll cover the. You know what? I'll match it up to $100. What are we at right now?
We're 160.
We're 160.
How much we need to get for the dance? We want to dance before the show's over. We got to dance every show.
$250. If we get $90 in the next 10 minutes donated to Big Brothers Big Sisters, which you can do right here on the YouTube where you could normally super chat, it should say donate. We get to $250, we'll give you a little dance.
Front twerking.
And I'll match the next $100 that are done from 160 to help out our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters of America, because what they do is absolutely incredible. Okay? So get up in there. Also, sign up to be a diehard today. AllDLLS.com, or there's a QR code on your screen, or it's in the description on YouTube. It is the football club special. We're getting going. It's football season, baby. 2 days from a game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Cowboys by 50. You get a free T-shirt when you sign up. Get that 88 Club one. That's a nice little T-shirt. Get the one with the cowboy on it. You know what I'm saying? That's a gorgeous horse. You can get that cowboy pulled back up. You can put the. That's a gorgeous horse.
That is.
I want to give me a horse.
Not a quarter horse?
How much your horse?
How much a horse? They don't have to be the best horse. I just want a horse. How much is a horse?
Don't get a nag.
Let me know in the chat.
Get a pony.
It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We got one segment remaining. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, Clarence.
What?
Because anytime you bring up Micah Parsons, I talk about how it was a dumb trade. Jerry doesn't know what he was doing, and everybody's like, "Why are you so negative? Why you hate Jerry? Micah sucks." And I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Don't do it first. Let's do this. Shotty talked. We was talking. He finished the press conference. He said that Diggs and Guyton are trending in the right direction.
Let's go.
Trending in the right direction. Diggs and Guyton trending in the right direction. So
let's go.
Only one makes me excited.
I understand, but they're trending in the right direction. So
yeah, but
let's get that out the way.
But we do need Guyton out there because we're still inside my rules, still inside my 2-year rule, where with Guyton, we still have hope because he was the first-round pick and the tools. John's making sound, so I bet we got a donation.
Did we get all our money?
I bet we get.
It's time to dance. Is it time to dance?
Is it time to dance?
Bands will make you dance.
They will. Okay.
So we dancing though.
We dancing,
We dancing though.
Where legends drop, Clarence Hill just can't stop. Breaking news, you gotta hop in club pop.
Hey. How'd we do? 365.
365, baby. Now
Wait, baby. Mavericks, you better match that.
Now
we
we're
cooking
a little bit.
Now we cooking with grease, baby.
365 isn't enough. We still got 9 minutes.
Well,
left.
you're donating 100 on top of that.
I'm putting 100 on top of that, so it's
Oh,
465.
I have it in the chat, Jeff. Shout out to the 27th Guru and Daniel Escobar. Both donated $50 each.
27
Barrington
Guru
40.
and Daniel.
Young Eater, we got 40. Barrington, we got 40.
Let's go.
And Anonymous, 25.
Let's go.
Let's
Thank
go.
you guys. Thank you guys for helping a good cause. But anyway, Guyton is still inside my window before I quit.
Okay.
Only after 2 years do I care.
Okay.
But yeah, I think there's a chance Nate Thomas could play better football than Tyler Guyton on Thursday if both got a shot at it. But because we are still in my don't quit on you yet rule, let's get Guyton out there. Get him out there. And let's see if he can't put a little something together. I'm old enough to remember during the offseason when he changed his whole dieting habits. And his
Boxing in the rain, man.
I had some optimism.
Don't let the boxing in the rain go to waste.
He got rid of canes.
He got rid of canes.
He
He
said
changed
no
his
more
whole diet.
canes. He said no more canes.
Yoga every evening. Like, my guy made lifestyle changes. That gives me hope. So I need to pull for him. So Guyton, get your butt out there and whoop somebody.
We're pulling for you, Guyton.
Are we pulling for David Mulligetta?
No. I mean, David Mulligetta doesn't really register with me, but I do pull for a guy who, like, if you've been lying about me for a long, long time, and like, you're like, why are you cheering for an agent? And I'm like, Jerry Jones did a tour and had 6 months to talk crap about Micah and his agent, like literal personal attacks on a man. And then people are like, why do you care what an agent said? Why are we putting agents on TV? And I'm like, because he's the biggest name agent in football, and he represents a guy who just got traded, and somebody's been out here lying on him for however long. He can't have 10 minutes
Yeah.
to be like, actually, here's what happened. And he did that today. So Micah's agent, David Mulligetta, was on First Take today, and they interviewed him, and he cleared some things up. Or he's a liar. I don't care. I don't care. But there was one thing on there that was interesting to me, which was we had been led to believe that
Call him out.
Micah Parsons in his 5th year, and I don't care. He's gone. I hope that he has 0 sacks and we draft 7 Pro Bowlers with those 2 picks and win all the Super Bowls. I don't care. It's just a further thing about Jerry Jones. Like, the Cowboys are full of crap.
I thought you was going to drop that.
I want the players to be awesome and win all the games. The owner's full of crap. Like, and they're not trying their best. And they do stuff reflexively with no clear delineation of what the effing plan is. Like, all of these things.
Go off, King.
But then there's just one thing.
Now go off.
Like, what are you doing nickel and diming your best players at every turn? We were led to believe that Micah Parsons on his 5th-year deal is going to make $21 million because the league says he's a defensive end and not a linebacker, which is very cloudy these days. Linebackers do not make more than defensive ends. It's just that guys who play edge that are called linebacker have signed big deals. So now they say the linebacker number is higher, even though those guys play the same place Micah plays. Some of them just touch the ground sometimes. And so it's all jacked up.
Let him know, King.
And so what Micah was saying is, hey, for the 5th-year option, I should obviously be paid the one that is more. Because that's the guys who play the same position. They get all the sacks. They just happen to be called linebacker. You're trying to call me an end. I want the higher number, obviously. And it's like, we are led to believe, I hadn't heard this from Jerry directly, But the understanding from the Cowboys was, oh, well, that's a league matter. Like, they just crunch the numbers on that, and that's what it is. And so Micah was filing an appeal, a grievance, to try to get that money. David Mulligetta on First Take was like, oh, and the Packers also granted us linebacker extra $3 million. It's like, okay, so you were fighting with him.
That funky $3 million.
You were
funky $3 million.
You were fighting your best player over that.
Funky $3
while
million.
negotiating.
A funky $3.
Yes, and $3 million, very real. But what are you doing? It's your best player. It's 21, 24. Yes, you're obviously worth the 24. Now let's work on the contract. But instead it's, well, we got a guy that says the date is said. Let's keep you on the lower one. And it's just, what are you doing with your best players? I don't know. Sorry, that's all I care about. And now I'm retired from Micah talk again. Kenny Clark, hell of a player. Looking forward to Kenny Clark shutting things down in the run game.
And Mulligan also said that the contract Jerry offered was not real.
Right,
And
Jerry
he said
lied
that
again.
I didn't tell him to stick it up as you know what.
Right.
I told him, now let's start negotiating.
Right.
I'm not just going to co-sign this deal.
Right.
Now it's time to negotiate. And so that's
And
where he was.
And he also talked about, he said,
Jerry said he
Most
offered
of-
more than the Packers did. Lie.
right.
David
He
Morgan told you.
most of Jerry's
It's a lie.
contract is like the first 2 years are guaranteed money, and then there's no money guaranteed after that. And he's like, the Packers, we got guaranteed money 4 years into the deal. Like, so it was like the numbers that they say aren't the numbers that are actually there and that we'll be able to recoup throughout the duration of this contract.
Which is why agents exist, which is what he said. And
Right.
Stephen A., David didn't bring this up. Stephen A. did. He's like, do you think that the NFLPA should look into Jerry's negotiating directly with players who have representatives? And he was like, I mean, the NFLPA is there to represent the interests of the players, so I'd imagine they will. But he wasn't like, they absolutely should.
Yeah.
But like, that's why players have representation. I promise you, when Jerry was going through it with paternity, I mean, just for the hell of it.
Oh.
Like, like we do principles, right?
Right.
Yes.
So it should be you and her.
Right.
Y'all should have worked that out. Oh, you had an
Did
attorney?
you say what?
And she had an attorney?
Mhm.
How? Why?
Did you say the P word?
He did.
I mean, it's a real story and whatever.
This is a great quote from David
But it's
Mulligan
just like,
today.
that's what David is saying, is like, Micah can't be a great defensive football player and an attorney.
Yeah.
Talk to his attorney.
That's what
He said
Jerry knows that game.
His job is to chase quarterbacks. Our job is to go out and chase commas for him.
That's a bar.
Isn't that a bar?
That's a bar.
Yes.
Chase
Put it on a-
commas, baby. I'm chasing
it-
commas.
Put it on a t-shirt. That's a bar. That's a bar. His job is to chase quarterbacks. Ours is to chase the commas.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
Isn't that a bar?
Claudius says ESPN released a banger article on how the Micah trade allegedly went down. And I'll tell you this, I read it. It was from Don Van Natta. And so I read the whole thing. And you know what I got from the whole thing?
Right.
And this is with all due respect. Don Van Natta is great at his job.
Right.
And I'm sure to a lot of people, there was a lot of new stuff in there. Clarence told you everything in there in real time. There's not a revelation in there. Clarence gave you everything that's in that article in real time on our show and on Twitter. So you're all squared away there. But see, I get worked up about that. And guess what? People are going to be mad in the chat. Stop talking about Micah. Jeff, you believe everything you hear.
Hey, one thing is another thing how Cowboys do business. I went to Marvin Overshawn was doing the Cowboys Hour,
Yeah.
and he was at the Star last night.
I got fired from that show.
Yeah,
So basically, he was
station.
giving a show on how he got
That show.
how he got-
Cowboys.com.
He was explaining how he got Agent Zero. He called up Paxton Anderson, his teammate at Texas, Jerry's grandson,
Oh, yeah, this is funny.
and said, "I wanted zero.
That's how he got
He said, I think
zero.
I've earned it. He said, I think I was gonna wear 13, but I think I made enough plays I earned. I called Paxton up. I didn't call Jerry up. I didn't call Paxton up and said, I want zero.
And Paxton told his mom.
Paxton called Charlotte. 2 hours later, he called back and said, "You got it."
Okay, so there's something here, guys. I need you to know that there's something here.
So is Paxton the next one in line? Is that what we're saying?
Paxton's track record's pretty good so far. He wanted to draft Overshown. He got him the number. He was strongly in the camp of take CeeDee Lamb when he was available.
Uh-oh. Paxton might be the one.
Paxton Anderson.
He might be our future.
John
Charlotte's-
Stephen is the boy king.
Charlotte.
John Stephen is the boy king.
I don't know about his track record. I need to see his picks.
His son
Paxton-
Stephen, played
Paxton's-
quarterback.
Paxton's been crushing it, though.
Paxton might be our hope.
Guys,
Paxton might be our hope.
we need Paxton.
Okay. Let's get Paxton
Jeff
on
is
there.
Micah's number one fan. I hope
We're
Micah has
420, baby. We're
0
$420.
sacks.
We're
$420.
420. We ain't getting high.
East.
G from Jersey with a 50 burger.
Let's
Okay,
go,
G.
G.
Okay,
420, baby.
G
420.
from Jersey.
Let's get high.
I hope Mike
No,
has 0
let's
sacks and I hope
not.
Kenny
That's
Clark
what
has
420
50.
means.
I just hate the way
That's
Jerry
what
Jones
420
says it.
means.
What
What
does?
does it mean? I know what it means.
420 is just a number.
It means let's get high.
No, it doesn't. We're
Smoke some weed.
we're raising money for
$1.
the
It
Smoke
could-
some dope.
It could be a date. It could be April 20th.
It means smoke some dope.
No, it doesn't mean smoke some dope. Thank you guys for your donation. We love you and we appreciate you. And I'm sorry for ever talking about Micah. And I think Jerry's incredible. I think he's the best G. Remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through. Be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
We all silly like the mayor.